enjoy texting our phone, and most of us here, we would enjoy driving our car and to getting to places. But doing each of them separately is fun, exciting, and it's harmless. However, the combination of both of them is very dangerous. So, more smartphones are out there, and texting has become more popular. According to an article on the Pew Research Center, as updated on September 19, 2011, 83% of adults own a cell phone, and 73% of them use text messaging. And according to Robin Chase, founder and former CEO of Zipcar, stated that 95% of Americans households own a car. That shows how most of us here uses a car and a phone to get through our daily lives. So there are many news on car accidents. Sometimes maybe you can see on the road or on the news, and most of the time the cause is because the driver was distracted from texting on their phone. So I did more research on how texting leads to the driver causing the accident. So texting and driving is a dangerous thing to do, and we should avoid it at all costs. First, I'll tell you how texting and driving leads to accidents and ways we can prevent ourselves from to avoid these situations. So why texting and driving is dangerous? Well, first, we need to understand our capabilities into how we can do things. Many people think that we can multitask by driving a car and looking at our phone at the same time, but that's not the case, because multitasking is very limited for us, because on the car we are already multitasking. We're staring at the road, looking sideways through a mirror, checking if it's safe to drive. So, according to a scholarly article published in the Journal of Computer Education, they studied that using text messages on our phone reduces our performance to focus clearly on what we're currently doing. So texting distracts our driving focus on the road, and that would lead us to we could stray off the road, or worst case, hit someone. And why is multitasking dangerous? Because when we drive a car, we need full attention on the car, and without that, many accidents can happen. So, looking at our phone makes us distracted, and we can no longer focus on the road, and that has caused 16% of the 300,000 accidents on the road in 2009, according to the police chief article. According to an article published in the magazine The Police Chief, last updated December 2010. So now you know why texting and driving is dangerous. I will now give you solutions on how to avoid and prevent yourself from being distracted on the road. So there are times when we receive a phone call or a text message from a friend, we would have an urge to pick up the phone and see what they sent us. However, we need to be able to control that urge to keep ourselves safe and the people on the road safe as well. According to an article on the Digital Responsibility website, Liz Sultan, the publisher of the article, stated that it is much safer for us to be prepared before we drive, so it is better for us to do the things we need on our phone, call our friends, text our friend first, or if you're using a GPS, you should set it up before you start driving. And if you're driving in the car, and the phone starts ringing, or you hear a ring from a text, you should try to prevent yourself from ignoring it, and then you should clearly focus on the ring. And if you think it is an emergency, you should look for a spot to park and then pick up the phone and call whoever just called you. And then according to another article, Virtual Drive USA website, another solution that you can do to prevent yourself from being distracted from your phone is to silence your phone or turn it off before you start driving. So these are the safe ways to prevent yourself from being distracted on your phone and not text and drive. Now I told you how to prevent yourself from being distracted by your phone. You should now conclude. So texting and driving is dangerous and it will lead to many accidents. So I've talked about how texting and driving leads to accidents and the ways you can prevent them. You should always prevent yourself from checking your phone when you're driving because it's never a safe thing to do. We should be concerned about our health before looking at a message. So in that case, you should all pay attention to the road and drive and be safe.